Hard to believe, heading into your third season at SMU. It's certainly been really fun watching the growth that your program has experienced over the past couple seasons, just continuing to get better and better, and I think you can really see that now. What are you expecting here in year 3?
Well, you know, coming off of our first year, where we really just tried to till the ground and do the dirt work to lay the foundation, and in year 2 we saw the actual walls starting to go up and the growth and the sprouts of some of the seeds that we had planted, and really expecting year 3 to be a breakout year for this program. We know talent-wise that this is as good a talented team that SMU's had in a long time. Definitely in my 3rd year, it's our best team. We've got a lot of guys that have played a lot of ball over each of the last 2 years. Some that weren't ready to play, that had to play. But the one thing I know, being in this business as long as I have, that you can't coach experience. And so we've got a lot of experienced players that have played a lot of games. So we're excited. I feel like this is a championship caliber team, as we continue to build it. So I'm excited. I don't know what it's going to look like in December, but I do know that the growth is going to continue to keep going.
Now that you have your personnel in place, you've had a chance to establish your culture, your style of play. These guys have gotten some experience and some confidence. Are you starting to feel that momentum, that the ball is really rolling forward?
Well, it is, and you see that, you sense that as a coach and as a staff, just watching our guys and how that they, you know, we were so close last year in year 2 getting this team bowl eligible, basically having to win our last one of the last 2 games to get bowl eligible last year, and we're unable to do that. But to watch the way that they changed that and motivated themselves through the winter conditioning and in the summer, it just shows you that, you know, these kids are ready, that they're primed, that they're ready to see this program take the next step and turn the corner.
Now, most of your offense returns. It seems like late last season they really started to click. Who are some of the key pieces in this group that you're going to look to really put this whole thing together?
Well, I think when you look at last year, you talk about 3 key positions. We lost Chad Pursley, our starting left tackle, on the last play of fall camp. We lost Matt Davis, our starting quarterback, in the 3rd quarter of the first game. And they lost Xavier Jones in the 3rd quarter of the first game. And those 3 guys on any roster, when you start looking at your running back, your tackle, and your quarterback, are the 3 of the highest paid of any NFL team. And so you lose those guys, but what it did, and it allowed the next guy to step up. And you saw Braden West, a returning 1,000-yard rusher, come back. You saw Ben Hicks step in as a redshirt freshman and just get better as the year went. And you saw a group of wide receivers, and I feel like our wide receiver core is as good as anybody in the country, to come back and to see these guys really grow and take that next step. I feel offensively this is as explosive of a unit as I've coached in a while, and we've had some great ones where I've been in the past.
Cortland Sutton is one of those wide receivers getting quite a bit of attention. What is it about his skill set that has people talking and that makes him a potential candidate for this year's upcoming draft?
Yeah, you know, really the main thing about Cortland that really sets him apart from everybody else is this is a young man that got a 2nd-round grade to come out this year, but chose to come back because he felt like what we were building in this program, he wanted to be a part of it one more year. And he gets to graduate from SMU in 3.5 years, and that's special. And he's such a leader for this team, and has got a work ethic that's second to none. And so watching him grow and watching him pull these other guys up around him is what really is, you know, it's so inspirational watching this guy.
At the quarterback position, Ben Hicks certainly saw a lot more time last season than originally anticipated. What have you been impressed of in terms of his development since last season? Well,
he was a young man that started the year out and wasn't ready. He really needed, our plans were to play him in bits and pieces of the games, leading him up, getting him ready for this year. But we was forced to step in there and really grow, baptism by fire, so to speak, and watch him grow and mature and develop as the year ended. He got better as the year ended, which was good to see. He's really trimmed down. He's worked exceptionally hard. We've got competition at the quarterback position, which is really making him and forcing him to stay on his toes, which is great to see. Rafe Peavy a quarterback transfer from Arkansas, from Bolivar, Missouri, came in, set out last year. DJ Gillens is a junior college transfer that came in. And so this is our first year that we actually have some depth at our quarterback position, which, again, going into year 3, that's what you expect. And so I expect a great battle going into fall camp.
No matter who wins that role, ultimately, what are you looking for in the quarterback that's going to lead your offense this season?
Well, I want a guy that's just going to get the ball in the end zone. And just to be able to take this group of players and get the ball out on the edge, to understand you don't have to do it all yourself. We've got plenty of playmakers around you. Xavier Jones is another running back that's coming back. Just get the ball to your playmakers, manage the game, and move the chains.
You mentioned Rafe Peavy and Ben Hicks. What exactly separates these two guys? What are their styles? Well,
they're both very similar in style. Rafe may be a little bit more of a runner at times, but Ben is such a commanding leader and obviously has a year underneath his belt in the offense. But they had a great battle going in spring. I anticipate a great battle coming into fall camp. And so we'll see how it goes.
Switch gears a little bit and talk some defense. How is that group shaping up heading into the fall?
Well, one of the last year's defensive unit underneath Coach Malone was one of the top teams in the country in creating turnovers. We've got those guys back. Justin Lawler, a defensive end, is an all-conference unanimous selection coming back. Excited about him, one of the top players in all of college football. I also have Jordan Wyatt, one of the top guys in the country in interceptions, coming back for us at corner. So when you got those guys coming back and you got the leadership that they possess, and with a defensive line that's returning, and so we really expect this defensive unit, as they got better as the year went as well, to really take another step in the right direction and continue the growth as well.
You've managed to double your win total in your first 2 seasons, and your team could smell bowl eligibility last season. Is this the team to get you there?
I think so. There's no question about that. But really, I try not to look at it that way. I just want their best. So we feel like going into year 3, if we'll continue the growth, if we'll continue just pounding the stone that we've been doing, if we'll continue just living our culture and just doing what we do, the growth is going to happen. The outcome will take care of itself. We just want to be our best each and every day.
You said that this is your best team yet. If this group reaches their full potential, what do you think they can achieve?
I think this is a championship caliber team if we can reach that full potential, but we have to play well at home, and we got to continue to get better in some of the things that we talked about. Better run defense. We got to be better with the football, and we got to be better early in the year in the red zone offense. And so we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but this team definitely has that type of potential and talent.